Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us for the regular scheduled village board meeting on February 27th, 2024. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Run a roll call, please.
Mayor Fold.
Here.
Trustees Amos.
Here.
Brockman.
Here.
Carroll.
Here.
Chapman.
Here.
Luciano.
Here.
And Selfridge.
Here. All right, we do have a quorum for this evening. And before I get any further, real quick, Attorney Silverman, are you on the call?
Yes, I am.
All right, thank you very much. With that, we'll move into our next portion of the agenda, which would be citizens. Are there any citizens wishing to address the village board this evening? Seeing none, we will move into this evening's consent agenda. Consent agenda item number 1 will be approval of the regular meeting minutes of February 13th, 2024. Approval of the special committee of the whole meeting minutes of February 13th, 2024. Approval of accounts payable in the amount of $283,679.65. Approval of a payment in the amount of $15,758 to White & Company for design services for Rivers Edge Park. Approval of the payment in the amount of $41,498.14 to Springbrook for financial and building software for April 1st, 24, and all the way through March 31st, 2025. And approval of the final payment in the amount of $22,838.75 to Brandenburg Electric Systems for the boardroom and audio-visual updates. Are there any agenda items that a board member has a question or needs any additional clarification?
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion Luciano, second Carroll. Roll call, please.
Brockman.
Yes.
Carroll.
Yes.
Chapman.
Yes.
Luciano.
Yes.
Selfridge.
Yes.
And Amos.
Yes.
All right, consent agenda has been approved. Lana, are there any additional communications that you had received prior to this evening's agenda?
No, sir.
Thank you. We will recognize a proclamation here in one of our orders of business. So with that, we will move on to this evening's order of business. Item number 1 is going to be for consideration of approval of a resolution of the Village of Shorewood, Will County, Illinois, honoring the Troy Junior High School dance team. And with that, if you're ready to give me a moment here, we will read this resolution and then we'll take an opportunity to recognize this team. This will be Resolution 24R1108, a resolution of the Village of Shorewood, Will County, Illinois, honoring the Troy Junior High School dance team. Whereas the Troy Community Consolidated School District 30C Junior High School dance team won the state champion in hip hop on February 10th, 2024, held in Springfield. And whereas members of the Troy Junior High School dance team, I apologize on names, Mallory Boyer, Lexi Crandall, Macy Crandall, Lola Crowther, Sophia Contreras, Isa Ferretti Rauchi, Giada Haraitza, Sophia Kinzedik, Cassidy Koner, Lucy Lesnick, Anila Ogrua, I apologize, Rayleigh Flazer, Bella Wider. And whereas the team was led by the coaches Tricia Koner and Chrissy Thiel, the athletic director is Megan DeGroot and assistant athletic director Mark Peter. And whereas the dance team also placed 4th in lyrical and 2nd in open pop. They also placed overall in the Grand Champion Division out of 33 teams. And whereas the Shorewood community and the village board congratulate the Troy Junior High School dance team for becoming the state championships in hip hop. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the President and Board of Trustees of the Village of Shorewood, Will County, Illinois, hereby express their sincere congratulations to the Troy Junior High School dance team and its coaches for being the #1 junior high school dance team in the state of Illinois. We recognize and commend your dedication and hard work. Such a title brings you honor, to your families, your school, and your community as well. Approved this 27th day of February 2024. Motion to approve the resolution.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Luciano, seconded by trustee Chapman. Roll call, please.
Carol,
Yes.
Chapman,
Yes.
Luciano.
Yes.
Selfridge.
Yes.
Amos,
Yes.
and Brockman.
Yes.
Congratulations, team. Coaches, and can we get the team, we'll come right up here and we'll try to get whatever board members want to squeeze in, we'll do a quick photo with everybody. We've done this a time or two, come up here.
Thank you so much. Oh, I'm just an
Oh, see, you guys got it, you have a system
We
even.
have a system.
All right.
Yep.
My whole light is on.
I'm on
Oh my God, my light is on.
I don't want to block everybody. All right, congratulations. Now, I'm not gonna walk completely away. I want to see, do any of the coaches want to say anything about your experiences, referencing as to how you guys got to this point? Nothing like putting somebody on the spot, right?
We'll say something brief. So thank you
Sure.
so much for having us. This is our 6th year coaching. We took over in 2019, which was our first time at the state finals. And at that point, the two of us were just a bunch of dance moms because our program was going to go away if nobody stepped up. So we decided to step up as friends, moms, and we're like, okay, we're going to take this team on. And we've learned a lot in our 6 years. About 2 years ago, we placed second. So this year we had that drive, or third, our drive and desire to do even better this year. So we had it in us, and the girls are really excited. Quite a few of them were on our team 2 years ago, so they really wanted it this year. So they worked for it, and they worked extremely hard. And we have a very long season that goes from August until February. So they spent tireless hours and time with us. And
Well,
we're appreciative.
It doesn't go unnoticed. As noted in the resolution, you guys obviously won state championship in one of the categories, and you placed well in a few of the other categories. So, to the dance team, I hope everybody can recognize hard work and dedication. You can be very successful. So, without a doubt, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done.
Business item number 2 will be consideration for approval
Mayor,
of an
we-
ordinance amending Title 10 of the Shorewood Village Code regarding art studios. This item is up for first read. Trustee Brown.
Thank you, Mayor. Staff brought forward this amendment, our text amendment to our zoning ordinance to allow art studios in a commercial district. As you can see, art studios are defined a workplace for individuals engaged in application, teaching, or performance of fine arts, creative arts, or crafts, not in a residence. So it came before our planning and zoning committee. We held a public hearing. No one voiced any opposition, and it comes here with a 6-0 vote of approval to the board. And I'm sure Natalie's got some fine tuning.
I think you summed it up, but basically we didn't have a way to allow an art studio in the commercial district, so this allows us to do it as a conditional use in any of the commercial zoning districts.
Okay. Any questions from
Questions from any board members?
No. Seeing none, make a motion to approve an ordinance amending Title 10 of the Shorewood Village Code regarding art studios and waive the second reading.
Second that.
Motion trustee Brockman, second trustee Amos. Roll call, please.
Chapman?
Yes.
Luciano?
Yes.
Selfridge?
Yes.
Amos?
Yes.
Brockman?
Yes.
And Carol?
Yes.
Item number 2 has been approved. Business item number 3 will be
Mayor,
considered.
Mayor, I don't think we voted on resolution number 1 honoring the dance team.
We did.
Yeah.
Okay, excuse me.
No problem, sir. Thank you. Business item number 2 has been approved. We did waive the second read there, so we will move on to business item number 3. Consideration for approval of an ordinance granting a conditional use for stained glass gifts and art studio in the village of Shorewood, Will County, Illinois, at 700 West Jefferson. This item is also up for a first read. Back to trustee Brockman.
Thank you again, Mayor. Just so happens that we have somebody that wants to take advantage of this, and I forgot to mention the petitioner is in the audience. If we get done here, you want to say anything, you're welcome to come up. But again, we held a public hearing. No one rose to oppose, and it does come here with a 6-0 vote. And wish them all the best. So, Natalie, you want to
Sure.
chime in there, please?
So we've been working with Mr. John Foskett, who's in the audience, for a couple of months, trying to find him a suitable location for his business. He operates an art business where he produces glass art, so fused art, where you essentially melt different pieces of glass together, stained glass, and blown glass. He would like to open up a studio where he does that. Also we have like a little gallery up front, so a retail component, and he would teach classes as well. We were able to work with him to find a space that's in Shorewood Plaza, right between Brandolino's and Corrigan's Pub. He basically is proposing to go into what used to be Elite Fitness. He'll take a small area up front, I believe it's 345 square feet, that will be the retail area. He'll build a half wall to separate that from the back of the unit, which will be his studio. There will be a small walled off area where he'll have some machinery, and the rest will be his studio, so he'll do his work there, and he'll take classes back there as well. He will have some equipment, but he's very safety conscious and has some plans in mind. He'll have like a sandblast cabinet, a grinder, a water jet cutter, a glass blowing furnace, a kiln, and a glass grinder. Most of them won't be used for very much time. We did meet with the building department and the fire department to make sure that everything was safe. He's got some good safety features in both the kiln and the glass blowing furnace. He plans to pipe the glass blowing furnace directly in, won't have any type of freestanding propane or anything. He'll have a hood to exhaust the gas. He'll be removing the carpet, have an exposed concrete floor to even prevent further fire hazards. We did have him give us an estimate in terms of how long he'd be using his equipment. Most of it is, less than an hour a week. He's got a carving machine and a grinder that he uses 2 and 5 hours a week that are about as loud as a car. But for the most part, the sounds are quite quiet. We did come up with a list of conditions, working with Mr. Foskett, the building department and fire department, just to make sure that the safety guidelines are outlined. I'm happy to go through those if you'd like. They are contained in your report. And basically, they're just making sure that we've got all the fire prevention in place and that everything is safe. Also contained in your report is a letter of support from the fire district. We did get a couple of comments from neighboring property owners, one who said he had no issues and the other who recommended that we approve it. So the recommendation from the Planning Commission is to recommend it subject to the list of conditions.
And what was the hours, again, you told us at the meeting, but I didn't write them down. Maybe you thought you'd work.
I'll come up so you guys can hear me.
Okay.
Mystery person in the audience. The initial proposed hours of operation are Tuesday and Wednesday evenings from around 5 to 9, and Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 6.
Okay, thank you. In case anybody wanted to know that, so, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Is that building sprinkled?
It is not sprinklered, but there will be technology in both the kiln and the glass blowing furnace to prevent fires. There will be a fire alarm, and there are regulations in there that they cannot be operated unless the owner or an employee is present.
Building and fire both have reviewed it.
Yes.
Okay, any other questions or concerns? If not, make a motion to approve an ordinance granting a conditional use for stained glass gifts an art studio in the village of Shorewood, Will County, 700 West Jefferson. Waive the second reading.
Second.
Motion Brockman, second Amos, roll call please.
Luciano.
Yes.
Selfridge.
Yes.
Amos.
Yes.
Brockman.
Yes.
Carol.
Yes.
And Chapman.
Yes.
Item number 3 has been approved. Business item number 4 will be consideration of approval of a resolution accepting a grant of public utility easement to the village of Shorewood, Will County, Illinois. This is referred to as the Stansberry Farms, Lot 186. Ms. Engel.
Thank you. So Stansberry Farms, also known to us as Westminster Gardens, and when it was constructed, there was a surveying error that resulted in a water main being placed in the wrong location. So at that time, Christopher Burke, our engineering firm, purchased the lot because it wasn't as valuable to the property owners because of the error. They've reviewed it and they feel that it is possible to build a house, so they would like to sell the lot. They have drawn up a plat that dedicates a larger easement to the village so that we have access to the water main should we need it.
Public Works okay with that? The thumbs up worked.
Yes.
Anybody, any questions and comments from the board? Motion to accept the utility.
So move.
Motion trustee Luciano. Second trustee Carroll. Roll call please.
Selfridge.
Yes.
Amos.
Yes.
Brockman.
Yes.
Carol.
Yes.
Chapman.
Yes.
And Luciano.
All right, business item number 4 has been approved. Item number 5 will be consideration for approval of an ordinance creating an additional Class B2 liquor license. This item is up for first read. As everybody may be aware, the restaurant over on Route 59, Burrito Rico, is closing. There's a new owner coming in, and they're basically going to operate it very similarly to what we have with Mi Tierra or Casa Maya. So they're just looking to have a liquor license in there so they can run the same type of restaurant, but be able to have a little alcohol and be a little more competitive with some of the other neighboring businesses already established in town. The background is required by law, it already came back good, so we would just formality of approving it at the board. If there's no other questions, I'll take a motion to approve the ordinance creating the additional B2.
I'll make a motion for the approval of an ordinance creating an additional Class B2 liquor license.
Motion Selfridge, second Carroll, roll call please.
Wait for a second
Yes.
read on that?
And agree to waive the second read?
Yes.
Thank you, council.
Amos.
Yes.
Brockman.
Yes.
Carol.
Yes.
Chapman.
Yes.
Luciano.
Yes.
And Selfridge.
Yes.
Business item number 5 has been approved. Item number 6 will be consideration for approval of a resolution adopting the Village of Shorewood budget for fiscal year 2024-2025. Finance Director Urkel.
Thank you, sir. The budget is put before you tonight is the full combined document, but it has the same numbers that were put in front of you at the budget workshop 2 weeks ago. There's been nothing that's changed numerically since the discussions we had at that time. If you're noticing that the graphics look a little snazzier on this year's version, we have Isabel Bohannick to thank for that. So we're gonna put our best foot forward here, but be happy to take any questions.
Anybody have any questions for Ms. Burkholder regarding the budget? Take a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion to approve the budget for 23-24 for the village of Shorewood.
24-25.
24-25.
I'll second.
Motion trustee Chapman, second trustee Carroll. Roll call please.
Brockman.
Yes.
Carol.
Yes.
Chapman.
Yes.
Luciano.
Yes.
Selfridge.
Yes.
And Amos.
Yes.
All right, business item number 7 will be consideration for approval of a resolution adopting a non-union employee pay plan. This goes over to the administrator, Klima.
Good evening. This is something you've seen every year. This is the non-bargaining unit pay scales for all the positions. You'll note that we added the HR position and the commander position. on this pay scale. Those are the only differences from last year other than the monetary adjustments. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
If there's no adjustment, take a motion to approve the pay plan.
Motion to approve as read.
Motion trustee Amos,
Second.
second trustee Brockman. Roll call, please.
Carol,
Yes.
Chapman,
Yes.
Luciano,
Yes.
Selfridge,
Yes.
Amos,
Yes.
and Brockman.
Yes.
All right, that concludes the order of businesses for this evening. With that, we will move into our trustee comment section. Trustee Amos.
Thank you, Mayor. No comments tonight.
Thank you. Trustee Brockman.
Thank you, Mayor. Our next planning and zoning meeting will be March 6th here at the Village Hall, and I want to have the students get a little extra credit for sitting through our board meeting. That's the first time I think that we've honored so many people, and yet they, as soon as they're honored, they leave, so we appreciate that very much. Thank you. And that's my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Carroll.
No comment.
Trustee Chapman.
Yeah, just one comment. I'd like to thank all the staff members for the hard work on the budget that they put in, the hours that I know, because as you well know, Mr. Mayor, the hours that you have to put in are tremendous. A lot of hard decisions, but you presented us with a balanced budget by law. Absolutely supposed to do that, and you did. And it made the vote very easy. Thank you again.
Thank you. And Trustee Luciano.
The Citizens Advisory Committee will be meeting March 28th, and anyone interested in getting involved in it could contact myself or any of the members. The information's on the village website. That's all I have.
Thank you. And Trustee Silvers.
Trustee Chapman took the words out of my mouth. Like, I understand budgeting probably more than most, just based on my background, and I know it's a lot of work for you, and I know it's a lot of work for all the department heads, so great job. I thought they did a terrific job this year.
Thank you. That'll conclude trustee comments. There will be executive session will be moved to the committee of the whole for this evening, so we will not go into executive session. With that, I ask for a motion to adjourn the board meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Motion trustee Luciano, second trustee Selfridge. Roll call, please.
Chapman,
Yes.
Luciano.
Yes.
Selfridge.
Yes.
Amos.
Yes.
Brockman.
Yes.
And Carol.
Yes.
All right, folks, thank you. We are adjourned.